now finished. I've got, it's called Tetra Gun Cleaner. Just zoom out a little bit. Because you see on the blade there's like an oil finish from the spray oil I've been using in the workshop, but this Tetra cleaner seems to clean up and take that off as well, and it gives you you get to see the proper colour of the blade there, like that. So I'm very pleased with how this particular knife's come out. It's very nice. I hope you'll be pleased with it, Martin. Got to stop the blade yet. You can see the nice finish on the tang. This is a full tang 4mm. You can see my reflection in the steel work. Bit of a funny lighting condition today because it's so dull outside. I've got this bright light shining at me now, so you can see the things I've got to show you. Get a few comments recently from people getting frustrated. I understand that, because they can't get a knife, and they sort of say, "Oh, that's it, I'm off. I'm not desubscribing because I can't. Been here X amount of years, desubscribing because I can't get a knife. You keep showing all this and I can't get a knife, you know." So don't know what to say, really. Don't know what to say. I just wish there was a way that I could make people understand. I've been in the business now for over 8 years, and I've got a lot of contacts, a lot of old customers and people that they know who they referred to me, and of course when I finish a knife it often gets snapped up by these people, and it would be nice to put a knife on the website and get someone that has been waiting a long time for it. They've been patiently waiting for years. So I got a knife available actually, that I finished. Whilst I'm on this track of thought, this is the knife. It's a classic belt carry sheath, white hand sheath. Yeah, this is the sale knife. Tapered tang, stabilised scales, maple scales. I'm being dazzled. Black G10 liners, corby bolts, 59.2 HRC triple tempered 01 tall steel blade. If you're one of those people, or if you're that person that's waited for 6 or 8 years, and you want to buy this knife, and you're a genuine bona fide customer, and you really want one of my knives, this knife in particular, then leave a message in the comments, and I'll go through the comments and pick out what I think is the most deserving comment, I suppose. I do read all the comments, so I got a rough idea. If I see a comment crop up, I'll realise that that's a regular customer, and then I'll maybe offer it to that customer at the sale price, which I'll put in the description. So that's that knife. An interesting knife that I've built just recently. A friend of ours, he used to work in a military establishment, and he had a wooden plinth above his office, and and he presented me with this wooden plinth. He said, can you make scales out of that for my knife? So I turned that into that. He wanted a worker, so he wanted a straight tang knife, 01 tool steel, oak, red G10 Corby bolts, straight tang 4mm. So that's what I built for him. I just got to build the sheath up. So that's for my my military friend. Whatever knives have I got on the go? My friend Martin wanted one. He's got one from years ago, so he asked me can I do him one. So again, this was a straight tang knife. He wanted a straight tang knife. He wanted well figured scales, he said, so I chose a piece of wood. This is desert ironwood, and I don't know if that light is showing the figuring. There is figuring in it, Martin, but it does look quite like a piece of ebony. So I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in, but anyway, that's what I've done. And he wanted a matching ferro rod. Well, I didn't have any desert ironwood that I could cut and waste into blocks for ferro rods, but I had a piece of walnut, so I did make this ferro rod, look. And then it needs a piece of cord or a piece of elastic shock cord to hold it like that. So that's that one. Put it down there. And that one there, that'll go out the way now. What other ones have I done? Another one with a ferro rod. This was for my friend's grandson for Chris. Oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? Shh. My friend will know who it is. Anyway, yeah. This is another classic. I'm working on classics this week and next week. Probably for another 10 days, 2 weeks, I'll be working on classics. And then I've got some bibbies on the go after that, and then I'll be doing some neck knives, so probably should have a batch of neck knives going out before Christmas. Yeah, so there you go. This is for my friend's grandson. Hope I haven't said too much. Done a ferro rod. Again, this was a piece of waste massa birch that I had, so it's not quite matching. This is a lighter handle material. This is stabilised massa with thick G10 liners and a tapered tang. Yeah, is that light? It's very harsh, that light, isn't it? So that's that one. And then my friend, he's also asked whatever wood have I got available for a knife build that he'd like, and this is that piece of wood. So if my friend is watching, he'll know who he is. That's that piece of wood. This is not stabilised at the moment. I believe it's maple. I was told it was maple, but it's not like the maple that I'm used to. So I've got to stabilise that. So that's that piece of wood. What's this one here? This is for Facebook. RJ. This is RJ's knife. Tapered tang. Black G10 liners. Just got to build the sheath up for this one. And this one going out next week. So that's RJ's knife. Last but not least, another classic I built with desert ironwood scales, red G10 liners. This is going up to a deer stalker in Scotland. John. He's having a small set of knives built. So this is the classic. Yet to build the sheath, John, and also the wisp and the wasp. They're waiting to have scales put on and be finished. So I reckon I'll have these done next week for you. But that's the classic. Your bushcrafter. Incidentally, the chap that's going to be getting this one, the military guy, he's going on a journeyman course with it at some point soon, which is supposed to be one of the harder bushcraft courses to go on. So that'll be good. I think that's about it, really. So that again. That one there, no, you've seen that one there. So I think that's about it. The sail knife again, yeah, so that's a sail knife. I'd like it to go to a long-term subscriber, someone that's been patiently waiting and appreciating my work and appreciating what I've done on YouTube to help the knife making community. I've learnt from the YouTube knife making community, and I've also, I think I've given to it as well. So in the vein of honesty and appreciation, I'd like it to go to a person that is a subscriber and has been perhaps following me for some time and perhaps been waiting patiently for a knife, perhaps has commented many times as well. I will no doubt recognise that person's comment when it crops up. So I'd like that knife to go to that individual. You've got to be over 18, preferably in the UK. I do send knives all over the world. They've gone all over the world, but because of the COVID situation and shipping, etc., I have lost one knife in transit to Australia this year, and I haven't got the money back for that loss. And they are high value. You know, there's a lot of effort and a lot of time goes in. I'm building between 2 and 3 knives a week, so you can imagine that losing a knife is sort of like losing almost half a week's wages. So, you know, I would prefer that person to be in the UK. Leave a comment, you never know. And if anyone is of the ilk that they get frustrated because they can't seem to secure a knife, or they haven't got the patience or whatever, and they want to desubscribe, then by all means, you're free to come and you're free to go. Anyway, with that, I shall wish you all farewell and see you in the next one. Have a nice weekend.